All right, let's get more analysis on this from Michel Del Buono, who is UNDP-Afghanistan consultant. He joins us now live from Silver Spring. Thank you very much, Michel, for joining us here on TRT World. How important is it for Afghanistan to get this $5 billion aid?
Hello, good evening, and thank you for having me on the show. While I am an economist, a senior economist consultant at UNDP, let me remind you that I'm speaking here in a personal capacity. The 5 billion figure could be put in context very easily. In normal conditions, under normal conditions, Afghanistan requires approximately $500 million of imports a month. It exports less than 100 million a month. So we could see that the UN is seeking more or less to reestablish the import level required to feed and clothe and medicate and give electricity to the population. So it probably will not get 5 billion, but in the context, the 300 million that the US has apparently committed to deliver would represent close to 1 month's worth of imports. Certainly a significant sum, but far from what's needed.
So, Michel, are you indicating that countries like the United States should do more at this point?
Well, the United States, as the recent protagonist in the fight with the current government of Afghanistan, is probably not feeling very generous these days. I think it falls upon the entire rich countries, the advanced Western countries, to make sure that millions of Afghans don't starve to death and millions of children don't die. I believe all countries should make a reasonable effort to respond to the UN's request for funding. It is not done lightly, and it is a seriously needed quantity of resources to tide Afghanistan over several months of winter.
Right. Now, Michel, before I let you go, do you think these calls are falling on deaf ears? Because, see, it's been more than 5 months or so since the Taliban fell, since Afghanistan fell to the Taliban, and it seems the situation is only getting worse day by day.
Well, it is winter. There is a drought. All external resources have dried up, so it was inevitable that it should develop in this direction. There was no way but down. Under normal circumstances, I think the UN is trying very hard to bring the life of the communities in Afghanistan more or less to the level of subsistence that they had before the political upheavals.
All right, Michel Del Buono, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you. Good.